Hi everyone, today we're going to take a look at the best low-power graphics cards in the market for this year. First, we're going to show you our top 8 best picks, and we'll talk about what you should look for before buying a low-power graphics cards. You can find links to all of the products we've mentioned in this video down in the description below. Let's get started. At the first position of our list, we have MSI GeForce GTX 1654 LPOC. MSI produces another winner with the MSI GeForce GTX 1654 LP. Without having to add an additional power supply, it's hard to beat the performance vs size of the MSI GeForce GTX 1654, coming in at a mere 168x69m x37. With the low profile bracket used, this little wonder really packs a punch. The MSI GeForce GTX 1654 runs a boost clock of 1695 MHz, making it the fastest GPU on this list. In fact, it is more than enough to achieve excellent 1080p graphics on demanding game titles and handle any basic application with ease. However, with the small form factor, something has to give way. With the GTX 1654, you will be sacrificing some ability to handle multiple monitors, as it only supports a total of 2 monitors. You will need an HDMI or dual-link DVI connector, or an adapter to make this work with your monitor setup. Keep this in mind if you have a DisplayPort as an only connection on your monitor. This shouldn't be a major concern, as few monitors only have the DisplayPort connection. You will have to purchase an HDMI to DisplayPort adapter. Just make sure you are figuring this into your budget. The MSI GeForce GTX 1654 also supports DirectX 12 and OpenGL 4.5. As with most of the more advanced cards you will be reading about here today, the MSI GeForce GTX 1654 comes with forward memory, which allows for you to handle almost any application at high performance, as well as play the majority of popular games with high refresh rates on 1080p resolution. Moving on to the next at number 2, ZOTAC Gaming GeForce GTX 1650 OC. The ZOTAC Gaming GeForce GTX 1650 OC is a good place to start your search for a really nice graphics card that does not need the external power to drive a significantly upgraded graphics experience over the stock graphics card that may have come with your machine needing an upgrade. This card will deliver solid quality 1080p graphics performance in almost any game title out there. In fact, if you are going to use this card for just about any 1080p application, you will be satisfied. The ZOTAC name brand is relatively new to the graphics card market, only being founded in 2006. They're just starting to hit mainstream usage since the launch of the 10th series of the NVIDIA GeForce graphics platform. They are just the ZOTAC GeForce GTX 1650 OC is one of those 10th series cards, noted by the first number in the card. It does come in the low-profile form factor, which when paired with the low power consumption, it will fit into very compact builds, which can be a deal-breaker for some of the cards on this list if you are dealing with a small form factor application. With a 1.34 thickness, it's just right for many applications. If the length of the card is of more concern, the full dimensions are 160 x 111.15 x 34 or 6.30 x 4.38 x 1.34. If you're looking to enhance your office workspace and attempting to get a better performing multiple monitor setup, the ZOTAC GeForce GTX 1650 OC has you covered with its ability to handle 3 screens with ease. The number 3 position is held by MSI GeForce GTX 1050 Gaming X4. The MSI GeForce GTX 1050 Gaming X4 is another good option if you are looking for a nice card that doesn't require a power supply, and by coming in with a reasonable price tag. If there is no shortage, it will fit many budgets. MSI Microstar International is one of the most recognized quality manufacturers in the computer hardware manufacturing business. If you have ever shopped for a motherboard or graphics card in the past 10+ years, you have surely run across the MSI brand. If you do happen to be shopping for a budget motherboard, be sure to check out my article Best Motherboards Under $100. The tie in the MSI GeForce GTX 1050 Gaming X4 indicated a half-series upgrade to the NVIDIA GTX 1050 series. While the 1050 series does not perform to the level of the GTX 1650 series, it does a nice job with most applications. With MSI, you will enjoy a few different mode selectors that automatically change the clock speeds to adapt to the best performance for the purpose. The MSI GeForce GTX 1050 Gaming X4 performs at 1493 MHz/1379 MHz, GPU clock speed in overclock mode 1468 MHz/1354 MHz in gaming mode, and 1392 MHz/1290 MHz in silent mode. As with the GPU, the MSI GeForce GTX 1050 Ti Gaming X4 also overclocks the memory frequencies as well, performing at 7108 MHz in overclocked mode and 7008 MHz in both gaming and silent modes. Next at number 4, we have Gigabyte GeForce GTX 1050. The Gigabyte GeForce GTX 1050 Ti is an entry by another of the most well-respected brands in computer parts manufacturing. If there is one category that this card stands out in, it's the size. Having a low profile is very helpful in many applications, but this card is also very narrow, measuring 167 x 68.9 mm 37. This could definitely be a top pick for you if you have a really small area to deal with on your build/upgrade. The Gigabyte GeForce GTX 1050 Ti sports clock speeds of 1442 MHz boost clock in OCK mode and 1417 MHz in gaming mode, and memory clocks register 7008 MHz. In addition, the Gigabyte GeForce GTX 1050 Ti has 4 GB of memory, giving you enough memory to handle just about any application and almost every game out there, except for the most demanding titles. The Gigabyte GeForce GTX 1050 Ti is able to attach up to 4 monitors, but you will need to use DisplayPort, HDMI, and DVI cables to do so. The Gigabyte GeForce GTX 1050 Ti also supports up to 8 resolution, but while gaming, I would recommend that you stick with 1080p. If you scale it up to higher resolutions, it could result in choppy performance on higher quality settings. If you are updating an older card, or just adding a discrete graphics card to your current system, you will be amazed by the performance lift you will gain from adding this to your system. The Gigabyte GeForce GTX 1050 Ti runs very quietly and has the capability to shut the cooling fan off when under simple workloads, which is another benefit when pairing with a small case. The number 5 position is held by Asus Jetforce GTX 1050 Ti Forged Phoenix Fan Edition. The Asus GeForce GTX 1050 Ti Forged Phoenix Fan Edition is another Pascal series graphics card that does a really nice job with all computing/graphics workloads on 1080, including both classic and modern games. Asus is one of the most well-respected manufacturers of computing parts out there today, so you can be assured of getting a very well-built product. The Phoenix Fan sounds very cool, but what is that? Will it help you in your decision? It very well may make a difference with you in making this decision, because it is basically an upgraded fan-bearing system giving you almost twice the lifespan of regular fans. This means less chance for unexpected maintenance and a long time before having to replace it. With these advancements, it still doesn't replace the improvement that you will receive by jumping up to the next year's model graphics processor. If you are looking at a great price vs performance, this is not a bad place to start, coming in near the $150 price point. It is a great compromise. The GPU boost clock comes in at 1392 MHz with a base clock of 1290 MHz and memory speeds of 7008 MHz. The Asus GeForce GTX 1050 Ti Forged Phoenix Fan Edition is G-Sync capable if you pair it with a compatible monitor, so you can eliminate screen tearing. The number 6 position is dominated by MSI Gaming Radeon RX 560 Aero ITX 4 GOG. The MSI Gaming Radeon RX 560 is one series more advanced graphics processing unit over the Radeon RX 550 and the Radeon graphics line. However, this unit is manufactured by MSI Microstar International. Note that MSI is one of the top name branding in the PC building world and is well known for its top-of-the-line products. The MSI Gaming Radeon RX 560 measures 155 x 113 x 39 so it will fit in many smaller applications, but definitely needs 2 slots to fit. The power used to power this unit is 60 watts, but it is recommended that you have a minimum 400-watt power supply to handle the higher peaks and heat produced by the MSI Gaming Radeon RX 560. The MSI Gaming Radeon RX 560 does allow for crossfire bridging technology to allow you to use multiple GPUs. The MSI Gaming Radeon RX 560 may not deliver the same raw power as some of the NVIDIA platform cards on this list, but in this case, FreeSync might make the difference for many people. FreeSync will allow you to purchase a compatible FreeSync monitor and take advantage of the technology to prevent screen tearing. The MSI Gaming Radeon RX 560 supports up to 3 monitors total, with connections including HDMI, DisplayPort, and DVI. Moving on to the next at number 7 with Biostar Radeon RX 550. The Biostar Radeon RX 550 is built on the AMD Radeon platform, but as with all the other cards on the list, will operate without needing the additional power supply as many of the more expensive cards will, and runs entirely off the mainboard motherboard power delivered through the PCIe slot. The Biostar Radeon RX 550 sports 2 GB of onboard memory, which is half of what the NVIDIA-based cards on this list. One great advantage of the Radeon-based cards is the ability to work with the AMD FreeSync technology. What is FreeSync? AMD FreeSync is a technology built into monitors that work in conjunction with the graphics cards to reduce screen tearing and deliver a smoother performance to the eye. Does this mean that NVIDIA products don't offer a similar technology? No, it doesn't. NVIDIA-based products offer G-Sync technology to accomplish the same goal. The AMD FreeSync technology offered by the Biostar Radeon RX 550 has the advantage on price. AMD FreeSync technology has the advantage of being offered in many more monitors and at a much more affordable price. The G-Sync technology comes at a premium of almost $100 more per monitor, whereas the AMD FreeSync technology is, as the name implies, a free upgrade. Having the FreeSync capability, even with the budget savings, does not move the Biostar Radeon RX 550 to my top pick on this list, because it is outclassed significantly. The number 8 position is held by Asus ROG Strix Radeon RX 464 GB. The Asus ROG Strix Radeon RX 464 GB is a generation older version of the RX 560. But with the Asus ROG overclocked build, it is a really nice card. Asus is considered one of the top PC parts manufacturers out there today. The ROG Republic of Gamers Strix branding signifies that you are getting one of the most tuned-up models of any product, so definitely getting an above-the-norm product. The product dimensions for the Asus ROG Strix Radeon RX 464 are 194 x 120 x 35. So make sure this card will fit in your application, especially considering the fan's heatsink extends out to 2 full slots in your machine. The maximum resolution supported in the Asus ROG Strix Radeon RX 464 GB is 5 If you are not familiar with this resolution, it measures out at 5120 x 2880. The Asus ROG Strix Radeon RX 464 GB supports dual-link DVI, HDMI, and DisplayPort connectors, and supports DirectX 12. While still running on the GDDR5 memory modules versus many of the GDDR6 units here, you will run a bit slower, but it isn't a deal breaker. The Asus ROG Strix Radeon RX 464 GB also comes paired with software GPU Tweak Roman 2. You are able to quickly overclock the unit to achieve the maximum performance for your dollar. That's all for today. We upload computer and accessories product review videos every single day, so don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for the upcoming video notification.